what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Well, hello everyone. I am picking up today's video where we left off yesterday. So therefore that explains the mess behind me. The boys have just left for the day. Let me see if I can change the lighting on my phone a little bit. I don't know, that seems a little more natural. I don't know. I don't know why it looks so purpley gray. But anyway, with that being said, the boys have gone home and my house is left in a mess. But I'll clean that up in a little bit. I wanted to go ahead and get supper started. Bryant is still working. He has worked all day long. He has worked not feeling well. So, we're going to just pick up where we left off. And I don't know how he doesn't feel well. So, I had planned on making Korean beef, and that's what we're sticking with. And so, hopefully, that'll be okay with him. So, oh, I think he's pulling up now. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the burger frying. So while the burger's browning, let's go ahead and get the sauce going. In this container here, I have about 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and I'm adding in about 3/4 cup of soy sauce. Everything's about 3/4, so that's a good way to remember it. I'm going in with 3/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. So let's go there. We're going in with, I'm going in with 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes just because Bryant's not a real spicy type fan. And I'm going in with, but the recipe calls for 3/4 tablespoon of red peppers. A couple of tablespoons of toasted sesame oil. And some black pepper, and we're just going to give this a whisk and have it ready to go in when the meat is all brown. I am going to add some garlic to the meat once it gets closer to being done. I don't want the garlic to burn. So let me check our meat. Now that the meat is almost done, I'm going to go in here with some garlic. We can use plenty. Don't have any plans tonight, except maybe crocheting or quilting. We're going to let that meat finish cooking, let that garlic become good and fragrant. I am going to salt the meat. No, I'm not, because we're adding soy sauce. I'm not going to salt the meat. I normally have low sodium soy sauce, and I did, but I didn't have quite enough, and so I had to finish filling it up with regular soy sauce. Alright, and I thought I was actually going to have to drain this, but it actually doesn't look too bad. I thought I was going to have to drain, but I don't think so. Okay. Alright, now this one thing, you kind of want this meat good and fine, because we're going to serve it on some rice. So with that being said, I need to get the rice started. I'm just going to use some minute rice tonight, which is just dehydrated rice grains, or freeze-dried rice grains. And so all you do is, it's 1-to-1 You bring the water to a boil, put the rice in it, and then just let it sit. It's so super easy. So I'm going to get that going because our meat is pretty much ready for the sauce. My rice is going. I've added my sauce and just letting it simmer just a little bit. Y'all, that is all there is to this meal. Absolutely all there is to it. If I had some egg rolls or something I could serve on the side, we would, but you don't need it. Just a bowl of rice and this on top is a delicious, delicious meal. So that's what we're having tonight. And I can hardly wait. This is actually one of my all-time favorites, and I've fixed it several times out here on the channel, but I don't fix it an awful lot for us to eat, and I'm not sure why, because both of us absolutely love this. So anyway, it's just going to simmer away while our rice is getting ready, and then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, everybody, we're going to do something we don't ever do. Brian and I always either eat at the dining room table or at the bar, but we're going to eat in the den tonight. I am worn out from the boys. Bryant doesn't feel 100%, so we're headed to the couch. And we're just going to have a relaxing evening. And I'm going to scoop this up. This wonderful looking fluffy rice. Bryant, do you want just rice or do you want Korean beef on it?
Korean beef on it.
This is one of our absolute favorite meals. And this is all you need. Now, I do like to serve it with some green onions on top, but I don't have any. But what I am going to sprinkle on top is some sesame seeds. I don't have many left, but we're going to sprinkle a little bit on his plate. There we go. I'm going to take this to him, and then I'll give the taste test and let you in here in the kitchen before I go sit down. Okay, so let's do this taste test. So good. It's really hot. Delicious. That is so good. All right, well, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm not sure what else is going to be on this video, so just stay tuned and find out. Now we're going to skip to the next day, and you'll see we took Judah out to eat. I went and got my hair cut, went to a funeral visitation, and Judah was such a good boy, and so we carried him to McDonald's, and that's where this day comes in. So Judahbug, where are we at? Where are we at?
Old McDonald's had a farm.
We're at Old McDonald's, y'all. And why did we come to Old McDonald's? Because you were what?
And what?
Were you a good boy?
Yeah.
And what are you fixing to go do?
Go play at the playground.
Yep, he's going to the playground here in McDonald's. He's eating his lunch, and now he's off. Well, guys, yesterday I had to cancel my hair appointment because, speaking of hair appointment. Anyway, I had to cancel my hair appointment because I had Levi yesterday, so got to go today. Then Bryant and I went to a funeral visitation, and then we took Judah to McDonald's because he was such an angel all day. So, with that being said, it's Wednesday. I'm not cooking tonight. We're going to church, and so anyway, Judahbug's coming in. We got some footage. Was that fun, buddy? It was. It's been really wet here. And Bryant has got the spreader truck stuck up. So I'm going to send him with my phone so he can video that hopefully getting pulled out. Maybe, maybe not. So anyway, I'm going to send him with the phone, and hopefully we'll see what we can get. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. My hair feels so much better. When it starts getting longer, it just, I feel like an old woman when it starts getting longer. And so anyway, I do like getting it cut. It feels much better, especially in the heat that we're having today. It's good and warm today. It was cold this morning, but it's good and warm now. So, all right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. And I don't know what we'll do for supper. But hey, let me talk to you about that Korean beef yesterday. It was so good. It was so good. That never disappoints. That is always such a delicious meal. So, okay, I'm sending Bryant with my phone. I hope you enjoy watching this catastrophe get solved.
All right, everybody, Leslie told you I was having a little difficulty. Right here we go. You can see she kind of sunk up right there, the rear wheels. Look how deep it's halfway to the axles. The frame of the truck's actually sitting on the ground. I called Leslie's niece, who's also a chicken farmer. He's got a little bigger equipment than me. That's about 150 horsepower tractor that he does hay with right there. Sometimes people think farming's a hobby, but just that tractor right there, I think he paid somewhere about $140,000 this year for that tractor right there. And so she's a little stuck up. We're gonna get her out though.
Chain broke.
All right, we've had some hiccups. We couldn't get it. The chain broke. If he's watching it, what we're doing now, there's about 6 tons of litter on there. You can see the litter to the top. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the litter out right here on the ground. I'll come back and get it up this afternoon, but I'm gonna push this litter out right here, try to get some of the weight off that truck, and that'll help us. We're gonna go back and try to pull it from the front again and see what happens. See the boards I got right there. I was able to get some boards under it, so we'll see what's going on. We're gonna unload this litter, get all that weight off of there, and my, just a normal day of farming here. Frustrating, but it'll be okay.
Take 3. Finally got it.
As if it's never ending on the farm. From what I understand, someone has wrecked into our pasture and tore our fence down. So we're going to go up here and see what's going on. Well, you can see here, I'm not exactly sure where they went through at, but the fence is down from this pole, several poles down. So, thank goodness this is the pasture that we're not wanting the cows in. And so hopefully we fixed the fence on the other end that the cows were getting through. So hopefully they're not getting in here and they won't get out. But yeah, we have some fence mending to do, looks like. The cops are here talking to the family. And so, yep. So yeah, we'll have to get this mended up really quick. But accidents happen, so I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we will see. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It is now Thursday. Thursday morning to be exact. Bryant has just left to get started for the day. I have gotten dressed and ready. What I'm going to do today, it is going to be a glorious, beautiful day. On Mondays and Thursdays, I use those days for my dig deep in the Lord day and study in my Acts study. For those of you who don't know, my husband and I have an Acts Bible study here in our home on Sunday evenings. We didn't meet last Sunday because it was Easter, so we'll be back at it this Sunday, Sunday night. And so I take my Mondays and my Thursdays, since I don't have Judah, to really just dig and study and so forth. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. It is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day, and I'd like to be outside a little bit later, even if I'm studying, like go sit on the front porch when it warms up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful day. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I kind of wanted to come on here and tell you what today holds, because I know you're going to get this video later this afternoon. But after I study, what I want to do is show you a few of my crafting things that's going on right now. And I'm just going to show that to you. And then I'll probably just end the video after I show you what I've been working on craft-wise. And yeah, so, okay. Well, I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to study now. I'll probably make me a pot of coffee, another pot of coffee. We've already had one. I think I may make another in a little bit, but right now I'm going to start digging in. Okay guys, just doing a little more farming video for you. My sweet husband, my sweet stinky husband is still working in chicken litter. So he is actually filling up this. He's been spreading chicken litter on all the pastures for fertilizer. And right now we are going to store some in our stack house, which I'll show you in just a minute. But this is how he gets it there. He brings it out and dumps it. And that bucket there is his new toy. He got that. I think he likes it. But he's going to fill that truck up, and we're going to go store some chicken litter. We always like to keep some on hand. I'm going to roll my window up. We like to keep some on hand for various reasons, but most of our fields have been spread. I think there's a couple more to spread. So that's what he's doing now. I'll take you to the stack house. Okay guys, this is our stack house. This is where we store our chicken litter. And so I know I'm facing the sun right now, but you can see coming across there, here he comes. What he's going to do is back in, and this bed just chains it off. It just chains the chicken litter off into piles. I think I've showed you this before, but in case you missed it, showing it to you again. Some people want to buy our chicken litter. Most of the time we use it on our pastures, but if we have some left over, we can sell it.
Open the gate up.
Opening the gate, he said.
I'll show you real quickly. She don't want to step around there because of the litter.
And I got white shoes on.
She's got on white shoes. Look, she's got on white shoes. I got on poop boots. All right, that's what the back of the truck looks like. See the gate right there? See the litter in the gate? What we're doing is, it's called litter management control. We've just about covered all of our hay ground and all of our pasture. So what I'm doing right now, typically the cruster, that machine you see over there, behind the wall, that one right there, would normally bring this in here and dump it. But now, since we're doing a different process called windrowing, I'm having to get the litter out of the house. So what I do is I load it on the spreader truck, bring it back here, open the gate, and watch what happens next.
All right, guys, the gate is open. I may have to move because it may get I hope it don't sling over here to me, but there it comes. Okay, if he was spreading this in a field, there's a fan or a blade that goes around that slings it. But because we're just dumping it, that is not on. And so it's not slinging it elsewhere. It's just dumping it out.
Yeah, just so you guys can understand, in the past 4 days, I've spread roughly 360 tons of chicken litter.
360 tons.
That truck right there.
Chicken poo.
That truck right there holds 9 tons. This truck over here, the red truck, holds about 5 tons. We've been running both trucks this week, covering all the hay ground and all the cow pastures. The litter you see coming off right there has 27% nitrogen factor. And
that is powdered gold.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
to farmers.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a blessing to be able to have that free fertilizer.
And it's organic.
Yes, and it's organic.
Okay, y'all, it's time for me to get me and my white shoes out of the stack house and head back to the house. And I think I'll go ahead and show you what I've been working on craft-wise, and then I'll get back to studying. Since I'm taking a break from Axe to come over here, I'll just go ahead and show you my products that I'm working on as far as my crafting, not products, but my crafts. And then I will get back to studying, because I don't want any more interruptions. Because let me tell you, I'm studying Acts chapter 9, which is the conversion of Saul to Paul. And boy, I tell you what, I am lit up on fire. I'm, as my husband would say, I'm tore up from the floor up. So and we can find ourselves in so many different aspects of that story. We can find ourselves as Saul before we know Jesus. We can find ourselves as Paul, being commissioned to take his word elsewhere and to be totally transformed from, totally transformed from one type of person to another. And then we can also find ourselves in Ananias, who was told, who had just a very small part. All he had to do was go and pray for Paul, but boy, what a transformation his act of obedience led to. And no matter how small of a part we play or we think we're playing, it may reap huge fruit for the kingdom. So anyway, I'm tore up from the floor up. Okay, so I'm here in my craft room, and a lot of you know that I am working on a block of the month, and I'm going to do a quilt. And so I'm each month waiting for the block to come out. So I'm just now getting started. So I've completed, and I'm making 2. So I'm doubling each block. So I just finished January's block. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like. Okay, this right here is what it is supposed to look like. So let me remove the paper and I'll show you my 2 blocks. Okay, so here is my block 1, and what I did was my background fabric is white, and I've done multiple fabrics of white, so they don't, like, some have polka dots, some have flowers, so it doesn't match. It's very scrappy, which is okay. I'm fine with that. And also in the center of my windmill, did silver instead of white on this block. So there is that block, and then here is just all blue and white. And so I kept these weird little triangles the same as my windmill in the center. Again, my whites are scrappy. They don't all match, but I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. I just need to square up my blocks here on the edges. But that is block of January. I did blues, whites, and silvers for, icy snow, that type of thing for January. So there are my 2 blocks for January. So some of you know on Monday nights, a lady in our church, Miss Neva, has started a quilting class for those who've never done this, for those of us who have done this and we just want to continue on. So I have actually been going to that. And she gave out 2 patterns, and one was a split rail fence, which is just strip pieces. and then one was a 9 patch. I chose to go with a 9 patch. So I've made several. Hold on, let me turn you around. I've made several 9 patches with, I just had some polka dot jelly roll, and I just made strip pieces and made a bunch of, I have tons of 9 patches here. So I may make a baby quilt because it kind of looks like baby fabric. I don't know. But anyway, there's all my 9 patches. I've cut out some sashing to go on the sides, and yeah. So there's that project. So I have so many projects I want to start or want to finish. Actually, finish is a good one. I've shared on Facebook and on here as well. This quilt I've done, and it's the Snail's Trails. It's beautiful, and my friend is going to long arm quilt it for me, just because the throat of my sewing machine is not big enough for me to do a lot of quilting in, especially if the project is big. So I am actually hoping to ask for a new I want a new sewing machine. This one to carry around and take to places, like to the quilting class on Mondays and so forth. But I would like a sewing machine, a good sewing machine with actually maybe sitting in a cabinet, so I can have the cabinet space to just go right across. Where this, I have to lift everything up to this point to sew. I would like my area to be flat, and in a nice cabinet or work table would be great. So that is my quilting projects of now. I'm fixing to start on block 2. Do you want me to show you what block 2 is going to look like? It's adorable. I can't wait. And I'm doing it in Valentine's because it'll be for February. I'm behind, so I got to catch up. I've got to do February, March, and April, and I'll be caught up. But here, let me show you what February's is going to look like. It's going to be so cute. I did find some fabric. I ordered it on Amazon. It's not the best quality, but hey, it's cute. So hang on. I'll show you what the block's going to look like, and then I'll show you the fabric. Here is the block for February. Is that not adorable? It's little houses. And here is the block for March. Here is some of the fabric I got for the little houses. I think this one's really cute. This one right here. I think it's adorable. I love this one. And I like that one. I love this one. So there's lots of cute ones I have to choose from. And then there's some solids in here. There's some solid red, solid pinks. So yeah, this is going to be super cute. I'm super excited. And I also went ahead and got March's. You can't really see because I haven't opened it, but lots of greens in here. So I've got March's and February's. So here is February's block, and here is March's block. So I have one more crafting project I wanted to share with you. At night, when Bryant and I've got a cabinet door open. When Bryant and I are in here, and yes, I adjusted myself so you can't see in my cabinet. See? I always leave a cabinet door open, or Bryant does. One of us always leaves a cabinet door open. At night, when we're in here in the living room, I want to I want to craft, but I don't necessarily want to go back and be in my quilting room and away from Bryant, because you know, we don't have, I mean, even though we work together every day, we don't necessarily have a lot of good time together. So quality time together. So I don't want to be in a separate room quilting while he's in here watching TV. So I thought, if there's something I can do and us watching TV together or just talking or whatever. So I started making granny squares. And I'm actually going to turn these into a bag, a pocketbook. So here I've got 6 made, all different colors. Super having a great time with this. So So yeah, I am in the process of making a bunch of granny squares. I came in here yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, when Judah and Levi were here. And Levi had gotten into my yarn and had it all pulled out everywhere. So I had to spend a lot of my day on Tuesday rolling up yarn and getting it unknotted and so forth. So, but anyway, so there are my crafting projects going on right at the moment. There'll be more. I'm sure I'll show you my blocks, my February block when I get it done, and my March block when I get it done. And I will keep you updated as I continue to craft. But so yeah, I don't feel like I'm good enough to do tutorials, because actually I'm just learning grading squares. I'm just learning. I know how to crochet. I know how to single crochet and double crochet, but that's about it. I don't really know how to make anything. So this will be a first for me. Quilts, I'm great at putting tops together, quilt tops together, but to actually see something to completion, a rarity. So I want to get those done. That's why I want to have it long armed quilted, because if I wait on me, I try, and I'm actually, my huge quilt, I'm actually trying to pick where I tried to quilt it, I'm actually trying to pick those stitches out so I can send it off to be long armed, because there's no way I can do it. It is huge, and there's no way it's going to fit in that machine. So anyway, with that being said, that's my crafting up to date right now. I do have a cross stitch that I started a long time ago, but I have not done anything on it. I need to get it out and finish it as well. So, but it's starting to be summer and spring, and so therefore outside time comes, and so I don't know how much I'll get done. I should have started this crafting bug way before now. But anyway, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I hope you've enjoyed this little, I hope you're enjoying these kind of day in the life ofs with cooking and so forth. So, let me know if y'all are enjoying this, seeing the farm, seeing the crafting, seeing a little bit of everything. Just let me know. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.